Scorpios, let's take a closer look at the celestial mechanics shaping your financial landscape beginning June 15, 2025. Pluto, your planetary ruler, plays a key role here. Its current placement in the zodiac signs creates a powerful energy flow that, if used correctly, can open up new financial horizons for you. During this period we see an interesting interaction between Pluto and Mars. Mars, the planet of action and energy, resonates with Pluto's transformational power. This means that your inner determination, inherent in Scorpios, will be strengthened many times over. You will feel a surge of energy to realize your most ambitious financial plans. But it's important to remember, this energy requires conscious channeling. Unspent or misdirected potential can turn into an internal conflict. As a professional astrologer, I strongly recommend that you use this period for active actions related to investments, business development, or finding new sources of income. However, before rushing headlong into it, do some careful analysis and make sure your decisions are based on common sense and strategic planning. The influence of Pluto and Mars indicates the need for a profound transformation in your attitude toward money. It may be time to re-examine outdated financial habits and beliefs that are holding you back. But what if there are internal barriers standing in the way of financial success? How can you curb the subconscious shadows that may be sabotaging your efforts? But what really sets Scorpios apart from other zodiac signs in the context of financial success is their unique ability to transform inner demons into a driving force. Often, it is deep-seated fears and complexes that become the very fuel that allows you to make incredible leaps in your career and business. On June 15, 2025, as the energies of Pluto and Mars weave together in a powerful flow, you will have a unique opportunity to face your deepest fears about money. How do you do this practically? Start with self-reflection. Ask yourself honest questions. What is my greatest fear when it comes to finances? Is it fear of poverty, fear of losing control, fear of not meeting expectations? Write down all of your answers. Then, opposite each fear, write a specific plan of action. For example, if your fear is losing your job, develop a strategy to upgrade your skills, find alternative sources of income, or create a financial safety cushion. Another effective exercise is visualization. Visualize yourself in situations of financial success. Feel the confidence, calmness and joy that comes with achieving your goals. Allow these positive emotions to replace fear and uncertainty. Don't forget the power of affirmations. Regularly repeat positive affirmations to attract wealth and prosperity. For example, I am worthy of financial success, I am open to new opportunities, I easily attract money into my life. And remember, Scorpios, your transformational power is your greatest trump card. Use it to overcome any obstacles to financial freedom. However, the influence of the planets extends much wider, affecting the sphere of partnerships, which will certainly affect your financial prospects. Now let's take a closer look at the transit of Jupiter, the planet of good fortune and expansion, through the sign of Taurus. For you Scorpios, this position of the celestial body opens up entirely new perspectives in the area of partnerships and, as a result, in the financial field. Jupiter in Taurus emphasizes mutually beneficial cooperation, the ability to see opportunities where others don't see them. This transit emphasizes the ability to build strong and trusting relationships, whether it's business alliances or personal connections that affect your finances. You may have to rethink your views on partnerships, learn to delegate and trust your allies. After all, it is in a team, in synergy with others, that lies your potential for a significant increase in income. Investments are another area you should pay special attention to from June 15, 2025. Jupiter in Taurus favors investments in stable, proven assets, something that brings real value and has a long-term perspective. This is a time for balanced decisions based on careful analysis and a deep understanding of the market. You should not chase after quick profits, but rather focus on reliable and conservative strategies. This transit seems to whisper to you, open yourself to the world, trust your partners, and the universe will reward you generously for your courage and wisdom. But how exactly to find those very profitable partners, and what exactly investment opportunities will open before you in this period? This is a question that requires more detailed consideration. Scorpios, let's delve into strategies that will allow you to make the most of the favorable astrological trends beginning June 15, 2025. We've already talked about your increased determination and potential for transformation in the financial realm. Now let's focus on building a solid foundation for long-term prosperity. A key aspect of your financial success during this period will be your ability to build and maintain profitable partnerships. Jupiter in Taurus, as we have already noted, opens the door for you to collaborations that can yield significant profits. However, it is important not to just grab the first offer that comes along. Conduct a thorough analysis of potential partners. Evaluate their reputation, experience and, most importantly, the alignment of their values with your own. A long-term, stable relationship based on mutual trust and respect is what will bring you the most benefit. In addition, don't overlook investment opportunities. Your intuition, enhanced by the influence of Pluto and Mars, can be a valuable tool in finding promising assets. However, don't give in to impulsive decisions. Carefully analyze all risks and potential returns. Consider diversifying your portfolio to reduce potential losses. Jupiter in Taurus, as you may recall, favors investments in stable assets, such as real estate or securities of reliable companies. A profit maximization strategy should be based on a clear understanding of your financial goals and resources. Develop a detailed plan that takes into account all possible scenarios. Don't be afraid to seek advice from professionals, financial advisors or investment experts. Their knowledge and experience will help you avoid mistakes and make informed decisions. Remember that success does not come instantly. It requires time, effort and, most importantly, consistency. Do not deviate from the plan, even if there are difficulties on your way. Your determination and purposefulness, strengthened by astrological influences, will help you overcome any obstacles and achieve the desired financial prosperity. And yet, there is another, no less important factor that can significantly affect your financial decisions during this period. A factor that has to do with your inner world and your ability to feel and understand not only the logic of the market, but also your own emotions. Now let us turn our gaze to the celestial vault and analyze the influence of the Sun entering Cancer. This transit, beginning in mid-June 2025, holds powerful potential for unlocking your emotional intelligence, dear Scorpios. The Sun in Cancer is a time when your inner world becomes especially vivid and your intuition is heightened to the extreme. You, more than anyone else, are able to feel the energy of your surroundings, but now this ability will be amplified many times over. Use this period for deep introspection and realization of your true desires, especially in the financial sphere. Developed emotional intelligence will allow you not only to better understand the motives of others, which is critical when building partnerships, as we discussed earlier, but will also help you recognize hidden risks and opportunities that elude most people. Sound financial decisions are not just about cold calculation, but also about listening to your inner voice. Intuition, fueled by the energy of Cancer, will be your reliable guide in the world of investments and financial strategies. Do not neglect this gift, but remember that it requires conscious development and training. After all, as you know, even the most powerful tool requires skillful handling. And, of course, do not forget about the influence of emotions on financial decisions. During this period it is especially important to learn how to separate the rational from the irrational in order not to give in to impulsive actions that can lead to undesirable consequences. How to curb this powerful energy and direct it in the right direction? Are there practices that allow you to strengthen your connection with your inner self and trust your premonitions? Scorpios, in the period from June 15, 2025, when the cosmic energies are folded into such a promising picture, it is extremely important not only to analyze external circumstances, but also to dive deeply into the study of your own inner world. Your intuition is a powerful tool given to you by nature, which will be especially sharpened during this period. Developing this inner compass becomes a task of paramount importance. Meditations, mindfulness practices, journaling, will become your reliable allies on the way to financial success. Don't neglect them. Allow yourself to slow down, listen to the silence within yourself, and the answers will come by themselves. Pay attention to your emotional reactions. What causes you excitement and anticipation, and what causes you anxiety and rejection? These emotions are beacons that point to the right path. Making decisions based on your gut doesn't mean abandoning rational analysis. On the contrary, it involves integrating intuitive understanding with logical thinking. Analyze your emotional reactions to various financial proposals and projects. If something causes you inexplicable anxiety, it may be worth digging deeper and identifying hidden risks. Remember that your strength lies in your ability to see what is hidden from others. By developing your intuition, you will be able to recognize promising opportunities, avoid pitfalls, and make informed decisions that will lead you to financial prosperity. Trust your inner voice, but don't forget the need for careful analysis and planning. Inner knowledge is the compass and the mind is the map. What else can unlock your potential when creativity becomes a powerful tool for financial independence? Scorpios, prepare for a period when your creative energy is at its peak. Beginning June 15, 2025, Venus shining in Leo will be a powerful catalyst for unlocking your potential. This is a time when your hobbies and talents can become not only a source of inspiration, but also bring tangible financial results. The influence of Venus in Leo will awaken in you a passion for self-expression and a desire to share your unique vision with the world. You will feel a surge of confidence in your abilities, which will allow you to boldly declare yourself and your projects. Don't be afraid to experiment and look for non-standard approaches to the realization of your creative ideas. This transit is especially favorable for those Scorpios who are involved in art, design, writing or any other activity that requires a creative approach. Your work will be characterized by originality, brightness and emotional depth, which will attract the attention of potential clients and partners. Think about how you can monetize your talents. Perhaps you should create an online course, open your own store, organize an exhibition or start blogging about your creativity. The main thing is not to be afraid to show your work and talk about yourself. Venus in Leo also helps strengthen your personal brand. Use this time to create a memorable image that will be associated with your art. Actively participate in social networks, attend events where you can meet like-minded people and potential customers. During this period it is especially important to listen to your intuition. It will tell you what projects will be most successful and what steps you need to take to achieve financial well-being. Remember that your passion and enthusiasm are powerful tools that will help you overcome any obstacles. However, before you fully immerse yourself in the creative process, you need to carefully consider your financial strategy. Remember the importance of planning and managing your resources wisely. But what's the best way to turn your hobbies into a steady source of income, and what specific steps should you take to advance your creative projects? Scorpios, Venus moving into fiery Leo from mid-June 2025 opens up a whole new horizon for you in finances related to your creativity. This is a time when your hobbies and talents can become not just a hobby, but a real source of income. Think about what brings you real pleasure, what you do best. Perhaps you have always dreamed of writing, drawing, creating something with your own hands or sharing your knowledge with others. Now is the time to start. Promoting creative projects is becoming a key success factor. Don't be afraid to experiment with new forms and directions, and look for unconventional approaches to realizing your ideas. Venus in Leo gives you charisma and the ability to draw attention to your work. Use this time to actively participate in exhibitions, contests, master classes, and other events where you can showcase your talent and make a name for yourself. Creating a personal brand is another important aspect to pay attention to. In today's highly competitive world, it is important to stand out from the crowd and create a recognizable image. Think about what makes you unique, what values you bring to the world, and how you can broadcast that through your brand. Actively use social media to promote your work and communicate with potential clients. Feel free to talk about yourself, share your thoughts and ideas, and demonstrate your expertise. Remember that success in the creative field requires not only talent, but also competent financial planning. Develop a clear strategy, define your goals and resources, and don't be afraid to seek professional help if necessary. It's important to understand that monetizing talent is not an instant process. It takes time, effort, and patience. However, if you are persistent and confident, you will definitely achieve the desired result. Listen to your intuition, it will tell you the right direction. During this period it is especially important to remember the balance between creativity and responsibility, because there are other, no less important factors affecting your financial well-being. Scorpios, let's pay close attention to the influence of Saturn in Pisces, for it is this transit that forms an extremely important trend in your financial horoscope from June 15, 2025. Saturn, the planet of structure and responsibility, is in the water element of Pisces, emphasizing areas related to compassion, helping others and, importantly, charity. As a Scorpio sign, known for its insight and ability to see ulterior motives, it is crucial for you to approach charitable endeavors not just as an act of altruism, but as a potentially lucrative endeavor. It may sound paradoxical, but Saturn in Pisces requires you to take a structured approach to helping others. You need to carefully choose the organizations and projects in which you invest your resources, making sure they are transparent and effective. Think about what your skills and knowledge could be useful in the field of philanthropy. Perhaps you can advise nonprofit organizations on financial management or attract investments in social projects. Perhaps your ability to analyze and strategically plan will allow you to identify the most promising areas for philanthropy that will produce tangible results. Earlier we talked about the influence of Pluto, Jupiter, the Sun, and Venus on your financial opportunities. Now, in the context of Saturn in Pisces, it is important to understand how these planetary influences can be used to help you achieve your philanthropic goals. Your determination and energy, amplified by Pluto and Mars, can be channeled into finding and supporting those projects that align with your values and provide real benefit to society. Your intuition, sharpened by the Sun in Cancer, will help you distinguish sincere intentions from empty promises. And the creative potential unleashed by Venus in Leo will allow you to find unconventional approaches to solving social problems. Don't forget that Saturn is the planet of karma. Your actions in the field of charity will have long-term consequences, both positive and negative. Therefore, approach this issue with maximum responsibility and awareness. But how exactly to find those very reliable funds and projects that will not only benefit others, but will also open new financial horizons for you? Scorpios, let's take a closer look at another aspect shaping your cash flow starting in mid-June 2025. Saturn, the planet of structure and responsibility, being in Pisces brings to the forefront the theme of philanthropy and social responsibility. It's not just about one-off donations, but about deep, conscious involvement in improving the world around you. During this period, it's especially important to approach philanthropy with the inherent insight and analytical mindset of you Scorpios. Do not rely on emotions or fleeting impulses. Your task is to find truly reliable, transparent charitable foundations and social projects that produce tangible results. Look for organizations with clear reporting, a clear mission, and proven effectiveness. Investing in social initiatives can be not only a way to contribute to society, but also an opportunity to receive tax benefits. Carefully review legislation to take advantage of all available mechanisms to optimize your financial flows while supporting important social projects. Your unique skills, Scorpios, may be in demand as consultants for nonprofit organizations. Your ability to see the heart of things, analyze complex situations, and find out-of-the-box solutions can prove invaluable to those who strive to make the world a better place. Offer your expertise in financial planning, resource management, or strategic development. It will be your personal contribution to the greater good. Remember that philanthropy is not just an act of charity, but also a demonstration of your social responsibility. Approach it consciously, structured and with full commitment, and you will see how it will positively affect all areas of your life, including financially. But what if I told you that there is another celestial player whose influence on your finances during this period cannot be underestimated? Now let's turn our eyes to the celestial realms to see what impact Uranus in Gemini will have on your financial horizons, dear Scorpios, beginning June 15, 2025. Uranus, the planet of innovation, technology, and unexpected change, enters the air sign of Gemini, heralding an era of transformation in communications, information, and, of course, finance. For Scorpios, this means the need to be ready to incorporate cutting-edge technology into their financial activities. Think about the opportunities that cryptocurrencies, blockchain, and artificial intelligence offer you. Don't dismiss them as something incomprehensible and complex. On the contrary, embrace them as tools that can significantly improve the efficiency of your financial transactions. Uranus in Gemini will push you to explore new financial tools and platforms. You may find that automated trading systems or algorithmic investments generate far more income than traditional methods. Don't be afraid to experiment and innovate your financial strategy. But be careful. Uranus is an unpredictable planet. It can bring both unexpected ups and sudden downs. Therefore, before plunging headlong into the world of new technologies, carefully study all the risks and opportunities. Consult with specialists, undergo training, make sure you fully understand how these tools work. This period is favorable for those Scorpios who work in IT, communications and technology. Your knowledge and skills will be in demand more than ever. You will be able to monetize your talents and create new sources of income. Uranus influence can also manifest in unexpected changes in your work or business. Be ready for reorganizations, new projects and proposals. Don't resist changes, but try to see them as new opportunities for growth and development. And remember that success in the financial sphere requires not only knowledge and skills, but also courage, determination and willingness to take risks. These qualities, enhanced by the influence of Pluto and Mars, will help you overcome any obstacles and achieve your financial goals. But how do you weave these technological innovations into your existing financial strategies to maximize your benefits? Scorpios, it's time to look to the future of financial technology. Horoscope for the period from June 15, 2025 indicates that it is you, the representatives of this sign. The stars prophesize a special success in the development and application of advanced developments in the field of finance. Uranus, the planet of innovation and unexpected change, being in the sign of Gemini, creates unique opportunities for Scorpios seeking a financial breakthrough. This time is ideal for a deep dive into the world of cryptocurrencies, blockchain and artificial intelligence. Don't be afraid to experiment, explore new platforms and protocols. Your analytical skills and insight, enhanced by Pluto's influence, will allow you to quickly identify promising areas and avoid risky projects. Consider investing in companies involved in the development and implementation of blockchain technology in the financial sector. Artificial intelligence can also become your reliable assistant in analyzing the market, forecasting trends and automating financial operations. Don't miss the chance to capitalize on the opportunities that the digital finance era offers you. However, remember that any investment requires careful analysis and a balanced approach. Do not blindly trust promises of quick profits. Carefully study the documentation, consult with experts and diversify your assets. Your intuition, sharpened by the influence of the Sun in Cancer, will tell you which projects are worthy of attention, and which ones you should stay away from. Venus in Leo also plays a role, suggesting opportunities to monetize your creative talents through digital platforms. Perhaps you can create and sell NFTs, develop your own crypto projects, or offer blockchain consulting. Remember the importance of a structured approach to philanthropy, as indicated by Saturn in Pisces. You may want to invest in projects aimed at developing financial technology in developing countries or supporting educational initiatives in this area. While you're actively exploring the world of digital finance, you shouldn't forget the power of visualization and a creative approach to achieving financial well-being. Scorpios, let's pay close attention to a very curious aspect of your financial picture taking shape by mid-June 2025. It's about the influence of Neptune in Aries. This planetary configuration opens up a whole new horizon for your creativity and visualization of financial success. Neptune, the planet of illusion, inspiration and spirituality, in fiery and impulsive Aries, stimulates your imagination and your ability to see opportunities where others fail to see them. This is a time when your wildest dreams can become a plan for action. But unlike just daydreaming, this requires a deliberate use of the power of visualization. Visualize not just abstract wealth, but concrete scenarios for achieving your financial goals. Visualize yourself as a successful investor, a prosperous entrepreneur, or a talented professional getting the reward you deserve for your hard work. Neptune in Aries pushes you to think outside the box and innovate in financial matters. It may be time to consider investments in art, design, movies, or other creative industries. Your intuition, enhanced by Neptune's influence, will help you find promising projects and talented people with whom you can successfully collaborate. However, it's important to remember that Neptune can also create illusions and distort your perception of reality. Therefore, while trusting your intuition, don't forget about rational analysis and careful checking of information. Avoid impulsive decisions and do not give in to the temptation of easy money. This period is favorable for unlocking your creative potential and monetizing your talents. You may have long dreamed of your own project related to art, music, writing, or design. Now is the time to start taking action. Don't be afraid to experiment and find new ways to express yourself. Your unique skills and creativity can be a source of significant income. The influence of Neptune in Aries can also manifest in your attitude toward money. You may feel the need to take a more conscious and spiritual approach to financial matters. This is a time when you can reassess your values and realize what is really important to you in life. Money should not be an end in itself, but a means to achieve your goals and realize your dreams. And since we are talking about dreams and their realization, it is impossible not to mention the practical tools that can enhance the effect of visualization and bring you closer to the desired financial well-being. Scorpios, let's delve into practical methods of enhancing your cash flow based on the favorable astrological influences we've already discussed. From June 15, 2025 onwards, you will not just have to go with the flow, but actively shape your financial reality. The first step on this path is to create a visualization board. This is a powerful tool that will allow you to concretize your financial goals. Don't limit yourself to general phrases like more money. Visualize specific amounts, items you want to purchase, investments you plan to make. Place images on the board that symbolize your dreams and goals. It is important that every time you look at this board, you feel a surge of inspiration and confidence in achieving what you want. Next, implement meditations to attract wealth and success into your daily routine. Visualize yourself successful, prosperous, and surrounded by abundance. Visualize money coming into your life easily, you making wise financial decisions, and your investments growing. Regular meditation will help you reprogram your subconscious mind and create a positive attitude towards money. Finally, harness the power of positive affirmations. These are short, affirmative phrases that you repeat to yourself throughout the day. For example, I am worthy of financial success, money comes easily into my life, I make wise financial decisions. It is important that the affirmations be phrased in the present tense and evoke positive emotions in you. Regular repetition of affirmations will help you to strengthen your faith in your strength and attract more money-making opportunities into your life. These practices, combined with your natural talents and favorable astrological aspects, will be a powerful catalyst for achieving financial prosperity. Be aware of the Pluto/Mars conjunction that gives you determination, the Jupiter transit that opens the doors of partnership, and the Venus influence that unlocks your creative potential. Use these energies consciously, and you can achieve dramatic results. But this is only one aspect of financial success. There is another, equally important one that requires special attention.